I may have found the best cell phone holder for your cup holder. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. I found this. It's called the cell phone seat. And if they're calling it the cell phone seat, they are letting you know how much they care about your cell phone, treating it right here. And one of the things that's interesting is they have this little cartoon pop can right there. And that's because this cell phone holder is quite a bit different than some of the other ones. Not only does it hold your cell phone and use your existing cup holder, but it also doesn't block your cup holder from being used. So let's check it out and see if it works. All right, so before we put this into the car, I want to give you a close look at what we get. It's actually very colorful. I kind of dig the packaging. But like I said, what is interesting about this is just the thought behind it. Ooh, comes apart pretty easily here. Now, I do want to show you up at the top here, we have a holder for your cell phone. And this thing is pretty big. So even if you have a big phone like this, look at that. You know, the Mac sized, that's going to fit in there no problem. What's interesting is this little tab right here kind of pushes everything forward. So when you put that in here, it's got a little bit of that forward pressure kind of holding it in place, so it's not rocking back and forth especially. Probably would have a little play side to side, but it's actually kind of nice. Now you can see we also have some pretty big cutouts there, because if you want to put this in there like this horizontally, you certainly can. Especially if you have a case on this that is a little grippy, like the leather or silicone case, I think that's going to hold it in decently, right? So that can help if you are trying to navigate, you know, you're watching your Google Maps or something like that, but this is generally how I would do it. And maybe you're selecting music or selecting a podcast, something like that, listening to an audiobook. So plenty of space, no problem there. Really nice plastic, certainly seems rigid and hard. You can see nice reinforcements there. And then the neck goes down to this piece, and this is really the part that is interesting, because what this will do is this will go into your cup holder, but you can see this end is open so that it will conform, even overlap, I guess, maybe for those small European cup holders. They like little dainty drinks, you know, the mochachinos and stuff. But us manly men like our big gulps. Big gulps, huh? All right, see you later. And what is nice about this is that it'll fit in there, provide some resistance to hold it in place, but you can also still use your cup, your mug, your drink, and because this angles back, your drink can be right here, and it's not going to interfere with your phone, which I really like, and it holds it up really high too. So let's go ahead and put this in the car and see if it works. All right, so we're here in my Buick Encore, pretty standard cup holder. In fact, this one's a little bigger than this one, I believe. And you might have cup holders up here, big one side to side, what have you. But I just want to show you here, it's too big to fit in there. So I just squeeze these in a little bit and push that in. Ooh, and I like the fact that they have to be squeezed in, because that means it's going to have a really tight fit. I mean, that is not moving, which is awesome. Just shows how sturdy that is. All right, so let's see. I could put my phone like this. I would probably put it like that. That seems a little more secure. Again, if you have a case on your phone, I think that's almost even better. But now what I want to see is, can I take my Coke Zero here, and Pepsi Zero is more tasty, FYI, and just put that in there. Oh, look at that. And it's not even like tight. It's just like a thin piece of plastic around the outside of that cup holder. So my cup holder is still not occupied by a phone mount. You know, so some of these that you've seen, the cup portion that goes in here takes up the whole thing, and the mount comes out right out of the top. I actually think this is farther away from you, so it's easier to read, and you still have your cup holder. How brilliant is that? So the funny thing to me is, it makes a ton of sense. I don't know why I haven't seen something like this before. And so if you need to have your phone up like this, and you can run a power cable right through the back there, snake it through there so that you can have power. You have even a little cutout right here so the power cord can dangle down. And so you can go on your road trip, have your GPS, have your podcast, have your audiobook, like my audiobook, Rated M for Manure, which is available on audible.com. Definitely would keep you company for 54 minutes. If you want to pick that up, it's only $3. I'll put a link to it in the description. But I love this. This is actually my favorite cup holder phone mount, because it doesn't take away my cup holder. I can still drink, and I can even put something that's bigger in there. And if you have a really big cup holder, this is going to be fine, because this thing is really big, and I can get in there, kind of press it down, kind of maneuver this thing back out if I really wanted to. All right, but I'm going to put that back in there. So hey, if you want to have your phone within reach, within control, maybe you're navigating, what have you, charge it up and maintain your drink capability, I will put a link to this phone cup holder stand in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.
We can discover more and explore so much deeper.